Happy weekend, everyone. It's the NBA on Saturday night, presented to you live on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Brian Anderson at the table along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. And here we can check out the story for Tobias Harris.
Over his last 10 games, his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better. He looks very confident from deep. There's no doubt he's got the green light to shoot from his coaching staff.
A look at the Pistons starting group. Thompson and Harris are the 3 and the 4. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. And it's Duren in at the 5 down low. And for Orlando, the Wagner brothers on the floor. Franz at the 3, Mo in the middle. Suggs is out there with Desmond Bane. And it's Ben Carroll in at the 4 slot. You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup. But anything could happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
Now here's Suggs. Bane with it, and it's Ivy picking him up. Ben Carroll outside. Pass to Suggs. It doesn't go for him. Thompson with some nice D. Here's Harris. It's good.
Tobias carved out a bit of space, owned that real estate, and a nice aggressive finish.
Now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jamal Mosley.
I asked him what's the key to slowing down Cade Cunningham. Coach said, quote, not letting him get clean looks inside the arc. Cade is a terrific mid-range shooter and a solid finisher inside, so we just have to get a hand in his face on every shot. Limiting his production could be the difference in this game.
Thanks for that, Allie. Now here's Cunningham. Against Atlanta, he was really on his game.
And Cade Cunningham earning every bit of those points, just driving against contact and still able to focus and finish.
Wagner against Thompson. Right side Bane. Here's Ben Carroll. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Here's Cunningham. Looking at his stats, he's getting just over 23 points a game. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Harris passes to Ivy. Down low, Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Orlando with the ball. 4-point game. Ben Carroll outside. From behind the arc. He buries it from 3. Ben Carroll's got 5 now.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
The Pistons have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Pass to Harris. Duren with a screen on Ben Carroll. Thompson outside. Clock at 6. Duren with a screen on Ben Carroll. Harris misses. Orlando has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Well, if the Pistons are going to turn things around, Brent, it needs to start on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's part of it, B.A. It's not surprising that they've been in the bottom 5 defensively over the past couple of years. And that's what happens when you pile up a bunch of young players who want to prove themselves. And by proving themselves, it usually starts on the offensive end. We'll see if these guys being together start to take some pride in stopping their opponents.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. All right, with this brief pause, let's take a look at the league's best passing teams. The Magic, 4th.
The passing on this team is very strong. They really move the ball, and you can see it in the assist numbers.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Harris. Fades away. Orlando with the rebound.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And Caro, no good. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. They trail by 1. Last time they met in Detroit.
Today's game is about effort and energy. They got crushed on the glass the last time these teams played.
Well, let's see if the lesson was learned from that loss. If they come out with the same type of effort, they can expect a similar result here.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And Brent, 2 of the best athletes in the league are brothers, Ausar and Amin Thompson.
These guys are absolutely off the charts in terms of their elite ability to get up off the floor. And Ausar came in a little less heralded than his brother, but he might have a slight advantage in a very important category, and that's shooting the ball.
And he makes a first. Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
Detroit with the ball. The Magic making their last shot. Ivy passes to Duren. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's his first foul. And it's Detroit with the ball. Here's Cunningham. Over Suggs. And it's Cunningham missing.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Now here's Suggs. 14 points for him last game against Portland.
You can't forget about all those well-timed swipes either. His timing on the defensive end was simply sublime.
The Pistons trailing. Cunningham on the wing. He's covered by Suggs. Pass to Thompson. Now here's Duren. Back to Thompson. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Well, Grant, trade talks always ramp up this time of year. But if you're a player in those rumors, that can really take a mental toll.
Oh, B.A., absolutely. Especially the first time it happens. You have to try and remind yourself that it's a business. But sometimes that doesn't make it any easier.
And the first one at the line is good.
First and foremost, it's the athletic ability and that raw talent. It's there for Ausar Thompson. He's just got to keep developing and refining all the little micro skills.
That one's no good. I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Pistons trail by 4. Now Cunningham. It's rebounded by Wagner.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Pass to Bane. Beyond the arc. Doesn't go for him.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Yeah, if Ausar is anywhere near the hoop, he's got one thing on his mind, and that is jams.
The Magic have gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Back to Wagner. Outside Bane. Banchero outside. No good with the triple. The Pistons have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Here's Harris. The shot is good, and this game is back to even. Harris has got his second bucket on the night.
And nice strength from Harris, fending off the contact with ease.
And for the Magic, they're shooting right around 42% in the first. Outside Bain, back to Suggs. Wagner with a screen on Harris. And out of bounds, Detroit will have it. And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Black's checked in for Suggs. Ivy with the ball. Coming off a 16-point game against Atlanta.
And he brought the defense, secured 4 steals over the course of the game.
And a nice finish on the layup.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Orlando trailing here. And here's Wagner. He's coming off a 10-point game against Portland. Drives to the hoop. Rebound Detroit. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Atlanta.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
Yeah, and watching that, all kinds of contributions and just little things that guys were doing to chip in for that win.
And Bain, no good on that one. What a fantastic second year for Paolo Banchero, Grant. A bona fide all-star in Orlando.
Yeah, only their second all-star over the last decade. Paolo was incredible during the playoffs, averaging 27, 9, and 4. That playoff experience is big for him going forward.
Now here's Wagner. Checking the numbers, he's averaging close to 15 a game. Just 5 on the clock. And out of bounds, Detroit will have it. Midway through the year, we've got a moment to check out the Eastern Conference standings. You look at the Magic, they're currently holding on to the 3rd best record in the conference. And check it out, Detroit, they are way behind in their conference.
And right now for the Magic, they just have serious hopes for the outcome of this season. They're focused on putting up a banner.
A massive amount of confidence, tremendous swagger with this team, and they believe in themselves. That might be all it takes to get them where they want to go.
Now here's Cunningham. Up top, Thompson. No good on the triple.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
The Pistons leading. Wagner with a steal. Now here's Wagner. Pass to Banchero. They still need this. The rebound by Detroit. Duran's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Black. Still no points. Wagner finds Bain. To the paint. Releases. And Wagner gets it to go on the assist from Bain. It's a tie ball game.
And what I like about Bain, he sees the floor well, and he's so unselfish.
Cunningham looking it over. Thompson outside. Ivy outside. Fires the 3. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Hot off the pass, Ivy has a shot up. No time to waste when you've got a pro-level defense coming at you.
Here's Wagner. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Pass to Black. Here's Bain. Fires for three. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
And Bain picking up the phone with no hesitation. What an answer.
And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Pistons. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, this young Magic roster has chemistry. Coach Jamal Mosley said they're so tied together. It's just organic. They're happy in creating these relationships over time, and it's because they're all just good kids that like being around each other. Guys, that's what you want.
Yeah, no question. Something to build on, Allie. Thank you. The Pistons have got 7 of 15 to find the net. The baseline J, and that one off the back of the rim and in. And the Pistons lead by 2.
Selfless play there by Thompson, recognizing when someone has a better look than he does.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Coming off a win against the Blazers.
They had a lot of breaks go their way in that game, and hey, they cashed in when they could.
Yeah, the last game it felt like they were just feeding off of what they were doing defensively, forcing a lot of those turnovers, and that helps build your defensive confidence.
Orlando making some changes. Carter, he's checked in for Wagner, and it's Isaac in for Banchero. Carter from outside. Can't hit that one.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Here's Ivy. And it's Orlando with a rebound.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
Here's Wagner. He drains it from the right block. Wagner's got his second basket.
And Wagner is a very efficient scorer in the painted area.
Now Schroeder. He also had a big impact in that win against the Hawks. Sinks it from distance.
Slow defensive rotation causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
Here's Black. Outside Bain. Carter, a screen on Ivy. 5 to shoot. Isaac for 3. And Reed pulls it down.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Ivy passes to Harris. Now Schroeder. And it's blocked by Isaac.
We talk about Isaac's reach often, and they're using it to send the shot back.
This will be his second trip to the free throw line in this one. And though they've had a lot of high draft picks, Grant, the Pistons are still fitting everything together.
Yeah, and we've seen plenty of rebuilding teams go through struggles, and then suddenly everything clicks. But you have to have experience mixed in with the youth.
Harris has checked in for Bain. Now here's Wagner. A minute 22 left in the first quarter. Left side Carter. Excellent D there from Reed. Detroit has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Outside Schroeder. Pass to Ivy. Isaac against Harris. From 13. And the shot falls short that time.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
The Pistons trailing. Schroeder with it. No points so far. On the wing, Ivy. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, Give him some space. Let him get to work.
Here's Black. 26 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Harris. To the inside. Oh, deflected. Oh, stolen by Harris. And now the Pistons in transition. Kept alive. Ivy outside. And here's Schroeder outside. And that's not going to go. And so it's Jaden Ivey making things happen for Detroit. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from Detroit, what do you guys think?
Well, it's simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
And it's Detroit with the ball. Isaac in at the 4 with Carter Jr. playing the 5. Wagner is out there with Corey Joseph. And it's Harris in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Now here's Reed. Still without a bucket. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
First free throw is good.
Well, Schroeder out there still hustling around. You know, he uses that speed and some of his cunning to find those passing lanes.
The Magic making a switch here. Black's checked in. And both free throws good for Schroeder.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Magic trail by 3. Here's Black. Wagner outside. Isaac, the pass to Wagner. The shot won't fall. Good D by Harris.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Schroeder finds Harris. Hardaway with it. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Isaac. Wagner against Schroeder. Pass to Carter. Out to Harris. From downtown. Orlando again missing. Detroit leading by 3. Left side Schroeder. Here's Reed. Oh, great D that time from Isaac.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Harris misses. And the Pistons shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. Deflects the pass. Oh, stolen by Harris. 4-3. He drains out one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
Offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
Yeah, the buckets have been few and far between, and neither team able to get into any sort of offensive rhythm.
Outside Schroeder. Harris on the wing. Down low. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Here's Wagner following the score by Detroit. Picked by Carter. There's the 3. The rebound by Detroit. Reed's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Schroeder. Harris against Isaac. Back to Schroeder. It's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go. All right, let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard and see which teams are leading the pack in steals right now. In third, the Magic.
This team will punish you for sloppy ball control, no question. They've got a lot of fast-handed guys just waiting to take advantage.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to review the game plan. Orlando making a switch here. Suggs is checked in. Here's Schroeder. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent threat on offense. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. Suggs, the pass to Harris. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. And there's the call on Dennis Schroeder. That's his first foul. Suggs against Schroeder. Left side Carter. Just 5 to shoot. And the bucket is good.
Yeah, a reliable way to create for others. Suggs disrupts the coverage with the play and makes the pass.
The Pistons have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Schroeder passes to Harris. Schroeder against Suggs. Outside Hardaway. Launches a 3. Orlando with the rebound.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
Wagner inside. Covered by Schroeder. And it's Wagner missing. Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Grant, you look at the development path of Franz Wagner. Not surprising he had an easier transition to the NBA.
Well, think about this, B.A. I mean, he played against men very early in Germany, splitting time in Euroball, and at Michigan let him really develop in multiple ways. So he's seen it all and is still so young. We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Bain, he's checked in for Orlando. Stewart, he's checked in for Detroit. Fontecchio comes in for Tobias Harris. That one's good from Hardaway.
And with Hardaway, he has no fear on the court. To him, there's no defender he can't take on, no shot he can't make.
Now here's Suggs. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Isaac. Back to Suggs. 5 to shoot. Payne against Hardaway. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Bain's got 9 points.
And a nice job staying calm under pressure. Bain doesn't get rattled when the shot clock is running low.
Suggs against Schroeder. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Stewart. Here's Fontecchio. Isaac covering. It's hauled in by Isaac. Isaac's got his 4th rebound in this one. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. He shot 2 free throws in the game. He's made 1 and missed 1.
And such a unique player. Bane is a powerful guard with an incredibly soft touch.
Orlando has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Pass to Suggs. Shoots over Schroeder. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Schroeder.
You can't be overzealous guarding Suggs because that's when you risk fouling him.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now.
And what I like about Suggs is that he does many things well, and that's because he plays with so much confidence.
Banchero's checked in for Isaac. That misses, so he splits the free throws, and it's 6-10. Jalen Duren is an incredible athlete for his size.
Yeah, he's got a lot of bounce, which helps him as a rim protector, rebounder, and lob threat. Plus, he's got quick feet, and he's able to guard smaller guys on the perimeter.
The Pistons have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. And the Magic shooting 35% so far in this one. Wagner on the wing. 7 points in the game. And here's Schroeder outside. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
Well, Schroeder, a guy that does not lack for confidence, connecting on that catch and shoot.
Wagner on the wing. The 3 ball. The Pistons clear it. Duren's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And the Magic pushing it up now. Banchero cleaning up the fast break.
In transition, Banchero already knows to turn on the Jets. I mean, he doesn't allow the defense to catch up on him at all.
And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Rebounded by Suggs. And Orlando shooting only 31% in the second quarter of this one. Wagner for 3. Making his mark again. He's shooting 4 for 9 in this one.
The corner is the shortest 3 on the floor. And for Franz Wagner, it's an easy one.
Pistons trail by 3. Cunningham outside. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's on Desmond Bane. And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
Free throw good from Cunningham. Brent, he might be a year or 2 away, but it's all starting to come together for Cade Cunningham.
Well, B.A., the playmaking is certainly there. His vision on the floor, knowing where his teammates are. He's picking and choosing his spots a little bit better offensively to try to dominate 6 or 8 minute sections of the game. So Cade Cunningham is continuing to grow.
Both free throws good from Cunningham.
You see the raw talent that Cade Cunningham has, and with hard work and the proper focus, this guy is capable of big, big things.
Now here's Suggs, a reliable offensive contributor, putting up almost 14 a game.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Cunningham. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
I love Cade Cunningham just playing this way, an electric player when he takes advantage.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe.
He did a lot of damage at the free throw line in their last game.
And Detroit making a change here. Harris is checked in. free throw, no good.
Showing more aggression here in the second quarter. He's seeking contact and working himself to the line.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Cade Cunningham has really been improving from distance. He said early in his career he was playing a lot of minutes and stepping back to the NBA three-point line, he just didn't have enough legs in his shot. After his shin surgery, he redefined his form and strengthened his legs. Brian, he said it helped a lot.
Yeah, it could be a silver lining of all that time off, Allie. Cunningham finds Thompson. And the ball out of play. The Magic will have it. All right, let's see what Detroit has coming up. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Wednesday, they'll go up against the Pacers in Indiana.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
Suggs outside.
Switch.
And Carroll with a screen on Cunningham. Inside. Whoa! Emphatic finish from Banchero.
Yeah, with his bigger build, Banchero sets a solid pick, and then he quickly rolls into open position.
And here's Cunningham. He has 6. Pass to Thompson. Back to Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. Harris outside. No good from outside. Magic leading by 3. Now here's Suggs. Banchero outside. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Banchero again missing. Detroit has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. And the call will be against Cade Cunningham. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And their turnover problems have allowed their lead to crumble.
And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
Yeah, what a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Suggs against Cunningham. Outside Bane. Fires the 3. Rebound Detroit. Duran's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
In transition, the Magic on the run. Suggs, no good.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
Pass to Cunningham. Back to Thompson. 6 to shoot. Harris outside. Over Isaac. And again, no good by Detroit. And so it's Bane who brings up the ball for Orlando. 3-point lead. Suggs surveys the D. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
And I like the shot selection. Suggs recognizes when to look to score inside.
So it's Detroit now. Ivy outside. To win the drought. Pass to Duran. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Isaac. The Pistons clear it. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And there it is for him.
And with the talent and the competitiveness that Ivy has, we're going to see a lot of nights like this in his NBA career. It's just a matter of how many.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Orlando making some changes. Wagner comes in for Carter, and Franz Wagner subbed in for Isaac. A minute 37 left in the first half. Wagner, the pass to Banchero. Suggs with it. He's watched by Cunningham. Wagner outside. The three from Suggs. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 15 rebounds here tonight.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
Now here's Banchero. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Portland.
Yeah, but there's always this point you got to look at where did he also impact the game. It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
59 seconds left in the half. Cunningham against Suggs. Cunningham passes to Ivy. Duren with a screen on Bain. To the middle. Duren, no good. Magic leading by 6. Wagner on the wing. Defended by Thompson. Wagner, the pass to Banchero. Wagner in the high post. Working on Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Wagner. The three. And Cunningham pulls it down. Pistons trail by 6. Now Ivy. 12 points for him. Cunningham outside. Back to Ivy. Cunningham outside. Over Bain. That's short off the rim. And so it's the Orlando Magic with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Hey everybody, halftime is upon us, and the scoreboard showing a deficit for the Detroit Pistons.
This game won't stay close. They continue to shoot under 40%. Move the ball, man. Create high-quality looks.
They also miss some shots they normally make, so there's that.
And since we have a moment, let's see what other games are coming up tonight. The Pacers will square off against the Spurs in San Antonio. That one tips off noon Eastern.
There's plenty on the line in this game. This establishes the pecking order.
Yeah, but it may just come down to which team gets hot. Now, I don't know which team that's going to be, but whatever team gets hot, watch out.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Paolo Banchero with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Pistons trail by 6. And on the floor for J.B. Bickerstaff as we get into the second half. Down low, it's going to be Harris and Duren. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. And it's Thompson in at the 3. Cunningham finds Duren. Over Wagner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Duren, no good. Orlando leading by 6. Wagner outside. Pass to Banchero. Thompson with a steal. On the break. Cunningham passes to Duren. Rebounded by Suggs. And Orlando shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. And it's Wagner missing. And Harris has got the ball here for Detroit. Here's Thompson. He's off on that one. Nice D from Wagner. Here's Orlando. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Thompson against Wagner. Thompson passes to Harris. Now Ivy. Duren with a screen on Bain. Clock at 6. And the dunk by Duren.
He is ferocious on alley-oops. With his good hands and wingspan, Duren makes for an easy target on the lob.
Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Well, Brent, the 23-24 Pistons tied an NBA record by losing 23 straight. One bright spot, however, was Jalen Duren.
Well, the bright spot, BA, would be that you wouldn't mention that again. So let's just forget about that and put it behind us. But Jalen Duren did have some moments. He averaged a double-double that season at just 20 years of age. So sky is still the limit for this young, big, physical player.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And over the last month, these are the teams that have been getting it done on offense. Orlando in second.
This team has really found a great offensive rhythm lately. Running smart plays, sharing the ball, and racking up points.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Cunningham against Suggs. Cunningham outside. Oh, they get a hand on it. Wagner with a steal. Suggs outside. Pass to Bain. Lets it go from deep. He drops it from range. And it's a 9-point Orlando lead.
Yeah, we've seen Bain make a leap offensively because of his ability to bury shots like this.
Cunningham passes to Harris. Suggs against Cunningham. And there's a 3-second violation.
Ooh, talk about a way to deflate the team.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Suggs outside. Here's Banchero, plenty of space, and he can't extend the lead to double digits.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
The stuff from Banchero, using that over 7-foot wingspan.
Orlando shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. Orlando leading by 10. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Wagner outside. Banchero against Harris. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Bain. The rebound by Detroit.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Banchero against Ivy. Going inside. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
And he is a hard charger. Ivy only plays at full speed. A great burst on his drives.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Outside Bain. Back to Suggs. Goes up from the block. Tipped. Ivy outside. Back to Thompson. Over Wagner. Thompson's shot is off.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
In close. And Suggs the bucket on the assist from Banchero. Suggs has got his 3rd bucket of the night. Cunningham with the ball. He's got 6. Pass to Ivy. Back to Cunningham. Here's Harris. Unable to get that one. Great D that time from Banchero. Here's Suggs. Thompson pulls it in. Pistons trail by 10. Cunningham with the ball. Now Thompson. He's covered by Suggs. Thompson against Suggs. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
I like Thompson's approach. That time baiting the defender to get that overreaction.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Magic?
Well, you got to give them credit for how aggressive they've been on defense. Getting the opposition to cough it up and then making them pay on the other end.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
That free throw is good from Thompson. Both shots good from the stripe. Magic leading by 8. To the paint. Here's Wagner. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
And it's Detroit with the ball. After the basket by Orlando. Cunningham finds Ivy. There's the drive. Rebounded by Suggs. Suggs has got rebound number 5 here tonight. The 3 from Bane. That's good. And now he's 5 for 11 in this one.
Anytime he can, Bane is taking this shot. I mean, he is supremely confident from range.
Pistons trail by 13. Here's Ivy. He's got 14. Pass to Harris. Here's the 3. Hits the trifecta. Harris has got 7.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Here's Suggs. And here's Wagner. Back to Suggs for 3. The rebound by Detroit. Duran's got his 20th rebound here tonight.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Now here's Banchero. He's got 13. Suggs against Cunningham. Shoots from the right block. Banchero from close range.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
And so Cunningham will bring it up for Detroit. A 12-point game. Pass to Ivy. Back to Cunningham. Now here's Duran. 4 on the clock. Here's Harris. Misses off the right iron. Orlando leading by 12. Stolen by Thompson. Ivy with the ball. Now guarded by Suggs. Ivy passes to Duran. Man, that one's good. Duran's gotten his 2nd bucket.
They're going to work inside. I like how confident Jalen is from this area.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
You could really see his squad was losing steam. Smart timeout to give them a breather.
Black's checked in for Orlando. Orlando with the ball. Wagner, the pass to Black. Duran with the rebound. Duran's Pistons trail by 10. Right side, Schroeder. Pass to Reed. Now Ivy. Tipped and stolen by Bane. Here's Banchero. Yes! Banchero fighting for two.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Well, Detroit's shooting about 31% here in quarter number 3. Ivy against Bane. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
Free throw, no good for Ivy.
And when you talk about Ivy, his explosiveness really stands out, especially when he's running the floor.
And he drives in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. He has 6.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And here's Wagner. 10 points for him. Pass to Banchero. Here's Black, covered by Schroeder. Wagner, right side. Here's Black. No points yet. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. The deficit down inside single digits.
Even though they're still trailing, he continues to be lights out from the field. What a competitor.
Magic leading by 8. Now here's Wagner. On the wing, Bane. Duren with the rebound. Well, Detroit's shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. Outside Schroeder. Pass to Ivy. And he's knocked off course by the D. So the foul is called, and he'll shoot free throws.
And for Ivy, it's really about playing with confidence. When he does, he can be very effective.
And these will be his second and third shots at the line here. First one falls for him. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Isaac comes in for Desmond Bane. And both free throws good for Ivy. And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for the Magic. 6-point lead. Outside Carter. Launches it. The rebound by Detroit. Now Schroeder. He's got 5. Pass to Ivy. Back to Schroeder. Here's Ivy. 5 on the clock. Misses the 3. They've got numbers. Shot is good by Isaac. Isaac's got his first points of the game.
Possessions that end with close looks, especially for guys like Isaac, those are key to winning games.
Wagner against Ivy. Down low. Reed. Oh, Carter with the block. And he recovers it. Reed, no good. Orlando leading by 8. Wagner outside. Minute 32 left in the third quarter. Pass to Banchero. Oh, there's the alley. Ivy with the ball. Wagner picks him up. And the Pistons pushing it up now. Here's Reed. And he gets that one.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Orlando's gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. To the middle. Here's Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
I mean, it's incredible. Banchero can be so dominant. A young player with such a promising future.
Pistons trail by 8. Outside Schroeder. Up top Reed. Shot clock at 6. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Banchero.
They're finding a rhythm from the line as they try to cut into this deficit.
First one falls. Orlando making some changes. Harris is checked in for Paolo Banchero, and it's Jalen Suggs in for Black. Fontecchio's checked in for the Pistons. Hardaway comes in for Ivy, and so he hits both.
If they want to come away with a victory, they just need to keep knocking down those free throws.
Hardaway against Wagner. Isaac with a screen on Hardaway. Isaac outside. Off target from outside. Pistons trail by 6. Schroeder with it. He's got 5. Off target from 3-point range. Here's Suggs. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. This is his second trip to the line in the game. And he knocks down the first one. Second free throw, no good. Here's Schroeder. And again, no good by Detroit. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Orlando ahead, up 7. We'll get right back to the action when we return. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Orlando leading by 7. Isaac in at the 4 with Carter Jr. playing the 5. Suggs is out there with Desmond Bain. And it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for Orlando. Now here's Bain. Isaac for 3. No good on the shot.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
Back to Schroeder. Stewart outside. Knocks it down from distance. Stewart's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for the Magic. Outside Bain. The 3. Knocks down the long J. Bain's got 20 points.
I don't know. I'm getting the feeling as this game moves on, he's getting stronger.
Pistons trail by 7. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Pass to Stewart. And here's Hardaway, guarded by Bain. Hardaway's shot is good.
How about that, mixing in the mid-range J. Hardaway finding some room out there to shoot one off.
Suggs against Schroeder. Outside Bain. From outside the arc. Counted. That's his 7th basket of the game in 14 tries.
He hit a couple from range in the first half, but now his confidence is through the roof.
Here's Schroeder. Pass to Hardaway. Stewart, a screen on Bain. Hardaway from outside. It's hauled in by Isaac. Isaac's got 5 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Suggs. All alone. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. And now it's a 10-point Orlando lead.
And not wasting any time here. Suggs is quick on the draw off the catch.
For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Pass to Schroeder. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Stewart, no good. Orlando leading by 10. And here's Suggs. Outside Bain. 3-pointer. No rebound by Detroit. Reed's got 6 rebounds in the game. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Suggs against Schroeder. Shot clock at 5. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Now here's Suggs. Outside Bain. Let's go with a 3. And Reed pulls it down. Reed's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pistons trail by 7. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. They're running. Suggs with it. He's picked up by Schroeder. Suggs, the pass to Isaac. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. The Pistons have gone 3 of 5 since this 4th quarter started. Pass to Reed. Over to the wing. Oh, stolen by Harris. Wagner's checked in for Carter. And a switch here also for Detroit. Sasser's checked in. Magic leading by 7. And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Cunningham's checked in for Detroit. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. He kept it real with his team, telling them, I know you feel good about this lead, but let's not get lazy. Let's not act like this is a sure thing all of a sudden. Looking to keep their focus on the task at hand. Brian?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Detroit on D. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth.
Yeah, pretty fearless move by Bain, making sure he gets the shot off.
And the first one at the line is good. And Bain drops them both.
In the second half, their free throw percentage has improved, hitting in the low 80s now.
Schroeder against Suggs. And here's Schroeder. Cunningham outside. Looking to end this cold spell. 6 to shoot. Schroeder finds Cunningham over Bain. Again the miss by the Pistons. Magic leading by 9. Harris outside. Pass to Wagner. And stolen by Cunningham. Here's the break. And that one is stuffed right through.
And that's good thought process from Cunningham, just in position to come up with a steal.
Isaac outside. Cunningham against Bain. Wagner with a screen on Cunningham. Right side Bain. Just 5 to shoot. Over Cunningham. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. Pistons trail by 7. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Cunningham. Now here's Schroeder. He's covered by Suggs. Here's Cunningham. To the inside. Reed. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. And now just a 5-point Magic lead.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Here's Suggs. Pass to Isaac. Here's Bain. He's watched by Cunningham. Charity stripe shot. And the basket by Bain. Bain's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
And he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive stretch.
Schroeder against Suggs. Here's Reed. Outside Hardaway. The 3 is up. Great D that time from Bain. Orlando leading by 7. Harris left side. Here's Suggs. And the layup is good off the glass.
Yeah, fantastic focus from Suggs. Showing toughness fighting through the contact.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. And the call will be against Cade Cunningham. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
His turnover numbers are ugly. Now, it's not the only reason they're behind, but it is a factor.
The Magic making a switch here. Banchero's checked in. Now here's Harris. Right wing. Harris a screen. The 3 from Banchero. The big man, Banchero, showing the range.
Trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second 3 of the game. 1 in each half.
Harris outside. Ivy against Bain. To end the run, Ivy goes in. Orlando with the rebound. Isaac's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Harris against Thompson. Harris passes to Banchero. Here's Wagner. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Already an excellent passer at his position. Banchero just loves showing off his court vision.
Pistons trail by 14. Ivy outside. Pass to Cunningham. Duren with a screen on Harris. Cunningham passes to Duren. Orlando with a rebound. Now here's Bain. Harris outside. Clock at 6. Wagner with a screen on Cunningham. And here's Harris outside. Wagner for 3. And it's Harris with the rebound. For Detroit, they've gone 5 of 11 so far in the fourth. Ivy passes to Cunningham. Now Thompson, pounded by Harris. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Sarr's not afraid to go physical inside. He is athletic, and he welcomes that contact.
So for the Magic, Wagner comes in for Isaac, and Suggs is subbed in for Harris. So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses. You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, B.A. So let's just count them as playoff stats. It used to be only 3 rounds instead of 4, so there is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason.
And he makes a first.
Capable of playing both the 3 and 4 spots, Harris's versatility is his greatest strength.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Now Suggs. Pass to Bain. And Carroll with a screen on Ivy. Inside. Oh, Ben Carroll throws it down.
Ooh, getting up there. I mean, Ben Carroll wants everyone to know he's a threat to hammer it down.
Pistons trail by 13. Here's Cunningham. Another shot. Duren with it. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists now in this one. The Magic have gotten 8 of 15 during the fourth quarter. And Carroll with a screen on Thompson. Pass to Wagner. And Carroll outside. 5 on the clock. Detroit with a rebound. Thompson with it. Wagner picks him up. To the middle. Wagner with a steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. Oh, Ben Carroll throws it down.
Yeah, when it's all clicking, Ben Carroll is dangerous. Look at what he's done so far.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. And so it's Detroit with it, trailing by 13. Pass to Harris. And here's Ivy from the arc. Orlando with the rebound. Banchero's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Wagner. Detroit with a rebound. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Cunningham. And again, no good by Detroit.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. 15-point game. Pass to Duren. Tries to break his ice. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
And the confidence growing from this young guard, Cunningham, dropping in the jumper.
A minute 31 left in the fourth quarter. Orlando has gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the fourth. And Banchero with the bucket. And the assist from Suggs. Banchero's got 11 here in the quarter alone. So it's Detroit now.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Magic.
Tonight, they got everybody in on the scoring. Had nice passing, which led to good looks.
Just solid play by these guys.
And they increased their win total to 29.
And they didn't deviate from their game plan against this team. It's what helped them win their first 2 games against them. Add another one to the win tally for them.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Paolo Banchero.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
Here's Ivey after the basket by Orlando. Off the mark there with a 3. And there's the call on Jalen Duren. That's his first foul of the game. Orlando making some changes. Carter, he's checked in for Wagner. Bataze comes in for Wagner. And it's Houston in for Bain. Suggs outside. Pass to Carter. Down low. And the ball out of play. The Pistons will have it.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
.26 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Now Hardaway takes the 3, knocks down the triple.
A heady play there from Schroeder, zipping the pass to the teammate who had the cleanest look on the possession.
No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
So it's the Magic winning this one easily. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson with our entire 2K crew thanking you for watching. And we present the player of the game, Paolo Banchero.